Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be part 3 of my 3-part series of what I sell, where, and why. Poshmark versus eBay versus Mercari. If you missed the first 2 parts, I will link them down below. You can go back and watch them after you watch this one. But yeah, so we're talking about pros and cons. I sell on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. Pros and cons. What I sell on which platforms, what works for me. So that's what today's video is going to be about. It's going to focus mainly on Mercari. If you are new to my channel, I hope that you will subscribe to my videos. I do videos about business, lifestyle, all kinds of stuff. If you like these business videos, I hope that you'll give me a thumbs up. That just kind of tells me that you guys like hearing about like business tips and stuff like that. So for my third video, the question of the day is going to be, what is your favorite platform to sell on? I'm curious. Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, maybe you sell somewhere else. Leave me an answer in the comments below and let me know. I would love to kind of see where you guys like to sell your stuff on. Also, I get a lot of questions about the products that I use, my lighting kit, things like that. Those are all linked down in the description box below. The lighting kit has been a huge game changer in terms of my business for reselling, YouTube, photos. Super, super helpful in because my house doesn't have a lot of light, so I was limited to sunlight and trying to, film and stuff in front of my window, and it has just been so, so helpful. So if you are doing YouTube or selling or taking photos, I highly recommend getting the lighting kit. Anyway, we're going to get into Mercari. So, I told this a little bit. So Mercari, I just started selling on Mercari a couple months ago. And I've sold a few items on there. Nothing crazy. I've probably done a few $100s in sales, maybe $100. But my experience with Mercari has been, for the most part, positive. I will, however, say that I will never list anything expensive on Mercari. Mercari is a very new selling app. They have little ways to go in terms of their customer service, their professionalism. It's a good app to sell on because you can sell clothing and hard goods, kind of like eBay and electronics and stuff. I will say, just be cautious in terms of what you are putting on Mercari. And I say that because I had this one experience with a customer, and this was not the customer's fault at all. It was the post office's fault. But I had a customer that I shipped an item to, and the customer said they never received the item. The tracking on the item was confirmed delivered. So, I tracked it. I confirmed that it was delivered. And then, so the customer marks that they didn't receive it, and I contacted Mercari because this happens on eBay, you contact eBay. So I contact Mercari, and they tell me that I need to try to work things out with my buyer. And then there was a part of the letter that said, let us know if you would like to cancel your transaction. And it's no, I do not want to cancel my transaction. This person paid for this item. I shipped the item, and they don't have it, even though the post office is saying that it is delivered. And they are telling me to handle the post office, the local post office to this person, not delivering the item. And at this point, there's nothing that I can do in regards to the post office if the post office had lost the item. I don't know what they expected me to do, drive to her house and look for it. If you sell something on eBay, and you have the tracking number for it, and the tracking number says that it's delivered, and the buyer is saying that it's not delivered, you call eBay and tell them that it's tracked delivered, that it's delivered to the person's house, and you have fulfilled your responsibility as a seller because you have shipped the item has been confirmed delivered. You have no control over what happens to that item once it's delivered to the customer's mailbox. You have no control if somebody comes along and takes it. You have no control of if it's left on somebody's porch and somebody takes it, or if it's left in the wrong mailbox. Like I used to live in an apartment building, there's 500 mailboxes. Stuff could easily get put in the wrong mailbox from human error. You have no control over that. You have fulfilled your responsibility as a seller if that item is confirmed delivered. So it kind of rubbed me the wrong way that they were telling me that I needed to handle this situation when the item had been confirmed delivered. And then, so I kept like trying to talk to them, and they told me that we had to wait, I think it's 3 or 5 days after the item has been confirmed delivered before they'll even like address the situation. So that was frustrating to me, that I have the tracking number and the information is there to confirm that the item was delivered, and they're like not helping me. And from then on, like, I will still list things on Mercari, but I'm going to use Mercari as kind of like my clearance center, so to speak, or like low cost things. Like, I will not ever list anything expensive on Mercari because it did not seem like they were too eager to help me with my situation. So it was very unprofessional the way they handled it, and I didn't like that. So I will list very low cost things on Mercari. There are some things I like about Mercari. So we'll go into like the pros and cons. The first pro is that they have shipping options to where you can ship an item first class with Mercari. You can select like the weight range and it'll charge you accordingly. Also, like, the listing process is super easy. It doesn't take long to list things, so it's very little effort. You can only do like 4 photos though, which to me is kind of frustrating. Sometimes you need more than 4 photos, but the listing process overall is easy. It's very easy. I also like, once the customer receives the item, they rate you, and then you can then go in and rate them, and you have to rate each other before it will release your funds. So I do like that aspect of it, that it lets you rate your customer in terms of your customer rating you. eBay allows that too, but only like, you can only give like positive feedback. Poshmark, there's no system to rate your customers. They can only rate you. But yeah, I do like that, and you have to give ratings. Like, you have to give a rating to complete the transaction. Cons, like I was talking about, their customer service was not very helpful to me. Like, I contacted them through the app. I contacted them on social media. They just copy-pasted like a form response to me, and I just didn't feel like I was being taken seriously, and it just established like I will never list anything expensive on Mercari. So that was a good learning experience, because, you know, like, this item was less than $10. If this item had been, you know, a $50 shirt or something like that, I would have been like my anxiety would have been way unnecessary for the anxiety that this caused. One other con is that you cannot bundle things on Mercari, which is kind of frustrating, because you can offer free shipping on Mercari, but if somebody goes in and buys multiple of your items, you have to ship them separately. Or the customer will have to send you a message and you'll have to bundle the items for them. There's no way for the customer to go in and just bundle what they want and buy it. Because of that extra step, I know it's frustrating to the customer. It only affects the seller when the seller has to ship multiple items at once. So I know it's frustrating to the customer to not be able to just get all your items in the same thing, or to have to ask the seller, hey, can you bundle this, this, and this for me? So I do think that they should make a feature that will allow people to bundle stuff. One last positive note about Mercari, they do very good promotions sometimes. When I first got on there, they did this promotion where If you drop the price on an item 10%, they would then match the item another 10% off. So that I made a few sales on that. So I will say that they do good promotions. It's easy to sell on. I will continue selling things on it, just not expensive things. I'm trying not to let the one experience like hinder me from making money with Mercari, because I do think there is money to be made on Mercari with lower cost items. So I'm trying not to let that like hinder anything. I know there are tons of people who sell on Mercari who do really well. People also sell a lot of like handmade things on Mercari. Like, it's not just for clothes. You can sell electronics. You can sell all kinds of stuff on there. So I will continue selling on there, and I'm interested to see like how it will go as I am on there longer. Like I said, I've only been on there a few months, so mostly positive. Just the one like issue with their customer service is the only complaint that I have this far. So if you sell on Mercari, I'd love to hear from you. You know, if you've had any experiences that are significant, leave them down in the comments below, or you can like message them to me on Instagram or something if you like just want to message them privately. My Instagram is Thrifting Debutante. That's also in the description box. I'll put it here. But yeah, so that is my video, and that concludes my 3-part series on the apps that I sell on, that I resell on. I hope this helps you guys in terms of, you know, trying to choose what you want to sell and where. So if you have any questions, just leave them for me down below or message me. Please feel free to reach out. Yeah, if you like this, give it a thumbs up, and I hope that you'll subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!